So recently I have been keeping up with the Modern Warfare news that have been coming out. Like, I think it was the gunfight game mode, which is basically a 2v2, one life game mode, and you win the round if you eliminate the other team, and it looks pretty good. And the gameplay itself, in my opinion, even though it's kind of strayed from Call of Duty a little bit, I still think it looks pretty solid and can actually maybe be enjoyable. So I am going to probably be putting pre-orders in after the 1st of August, which is basically when we get the full multiplayer reveal. So yeah, basically we're back with another live story today, and this is a very old one. This happened maybe 2008. I was about 6 years old when this happened, so yeah, I'm just going to jump straight into it because it is a crazy one, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. So today's story actually takes place in Austria, in a town called Elmau, which is basically like a ski resort kind of thing where tourists will go, and they'll basically just go skiing, do stuff on the snow, that sort of thing. And yeah, little Cosmic was going there to do some skiing when I was about 6 years old. This is set in 2008. Actually, I might have been in younger because I'm born in 2002. So 2008, and this was in the January, so I would have been like 5 when this was happening. This is getting even fucking younger right now. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna say I was 5 years old for the rest of the story. Yeah, so I was 5 years old. We just checked in. We got all our ski stuff. You have to walk to the ski hut to get your skis, your helmet, all that sort of shit. I didn't actually have poles then, which is weird because I didn't know how I skied without poles. So yeah, after we got all our stuff, we basically just came home, had dinner, and then went to bed. Austria's about 2 hours, I think, ahead of the UK, so we were kind of adjusting a little bit, but it's not too much as I went to America earlier this year, and it was fucking painful adjusting to that time zone. We went to Las Vegas, and half the time we were waking up at like 4 in the morning, which is not fun at all. So yeah, basically we get all our stuff and we go to bed, and the next morning we're gonna go skiing. We basically go for a swim in the morning. We get up early because our hotel had a swimming pool. We just go down there, have a chill out for a few hours, and then we get ready, get your stuff on. I forget what's it called, salopets? Yeah, that's it. You get those on, you get your jacket on, your boots, all those things. You lock into your skis, and you go and like kind of drag yourself to the lift. So the lift is about 500 yards maybe from the hotel, and yeah, it's like one of them chairlifters. If you guys have ever been skiing, you definitely know what I'm talking about. It's like a seat that's on a line, and you basically takes you up into the mountains. Which we went to Meyerhofen, which is another place in Austria, and these were proper fucking dodgy in Meyerhofen. They were like as they went up, and I mean, I wouldn't fucking mind at all if it wasn't a 1,500-foot drop as your chairlift being proper fucking dodgy, which is not fun. But anyway, back to the story. So we got on the chairlift, me and my parents, and we go up to the top of the mountain and we jump off, like, because you're meant to just slide off and go down this little ramp onto the actual like piece. And yeah, we just kind of decide, right, let's go skiing together, and we go down the hill. We do one run, and we're all there we've all been separated at this point. My mum goes off somewhere, my dad goes off somewhere, and my brother was actually too young to ski at this point. My brother's about 3 years younger than me, so he would have been about 2-ish. So obviously he was in like ski school where they just played in the snow all day, which is fun. I wish I'd have done that instead of this story, but you know, yeah, so I'm separated from my mum and dad. They've gone skiing, and they're probably somewhere up the hill, and I'm just at the bottom on my own, so I decide I'll go back up and go and meet them. So I get back on the ski lift, and no one thinks it's dodgy at all that a 5-year-old's getting on a ski lift at all. I mean, that's probably normal in Austria, you know. They can tell I look pretty Germanic, apparently, so they probably just mistook me for Austrian child. What the fuck? That doesn't even sound right, but they probably mistook me for an Austrian kid who's done this millions of times, because they're all pretty good skiers in Austria. So I go up on the ski lift. There's about 4 other people, 2 German guys, which were actually quite funny. They were just laughing, doing jokes and stuff, and they were quite nice. They talked to me a little bit. They asked how I was doing, why was I here by myself. Then they realised I was English, obviously, and it explained everything automatically. So we got to the top, the German people jump off, and I try to jump off, but I can't. I just couldn't do it. So this is where the scary part happens. As it goes through the station at the top, it turns round. So it's at this point that I realise that this chairlift is going to go back down the hill with me on it, and the bar won't close when I'm down because I'm not strong enough to pull it down. I've always had to have someone else do it at this time. And I'm just screaming for help as I go back down the hill. No one fucking hears me, which is just stupid how no one... There was only like 10 people-ish in the area, but they were only like 5 yards away from me. How the fuck did they not hear it? And the guy operating the chairlift, I don't know how he didn't stop it. But yeah, the chairlift turns around and little Cosmic is going back down the hill. So it's like a 2,000 foot drop at this point, and it's no handlebar, and I'm just like kind of pushed myself back into this chair, and I'm just looking down at this massive drop, and absolutely shitting myself, because if I move, or if I rock this thing, I'm fucking gone. I am falling off, I am fucking dead, no chance. My parents would never see me again and never knew what happened, so I'm going down, kind of like just, it's like maybe a 5-minute ride as it is up, and it's the same down, and I'm just there, trying to pull down on the bar, just trying not to move it, so I can get myself to a little bit of safety, and when I get down, I'm going down, and I'm fucking shitting myself. I'm like, I'm gonna die if I fucking move here. I'm just gonna die. And when I get to the bottom, nobody fucking notices again. And I was just like, oh my god, for fuck's sake, in my head. Well, obviously, I wouldn't be swearing because I was 5. I didn't know what swear words were when I was 5. But I just went back up again. And this time, I was saying to myself, right, I am going to get off. But I wasn't strong enough once again to close the fucking bar. And I was just still pressing back into it as I go back up the hill. Which, if I fucking move, I am dead. That's the thing. And I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified. It's a 5-year-old. I must have had some common sense for a 5-year-old. I knew in the situation that if I move, I will die. I had like that adrenaline rush to keep it kicking and kind of keep me a little bit safe as I kind of pushed myself back. And when I got back up to the top, I did actually manage to dismount this time. I pushed myself off and I came down the hill. And nobody fucking batted an eye. This French person was kind of looking at me like, what the fuck? Didn't he just go down? And no one fucking knew that. I think I told my parents about it a few years later and how fucking scary it was. But yeah, that is just crazy. If you guys ever go skiing, make sure you get off at the right time. That's the moral of this story right here. And yeah, also, if you do manage to get stuck, please fucking shout like I did, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they're not ignorant cunts like they were in Elmal. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today's video here. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. We got some more stories coming down the pipeline pretty soon. None quite as heart-racing as this, because this is a relatively short one because it happened so long ago. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Like, honestly, I was meant to go to work today, but no one fucking told me, and I just slept right through it, which is not good. Please don't do that, guys. But yeah, hopefully there'll be some more stories coming soon, and I will see you all in the next one.